All right, so hands, just, yeah, Chessie, come on, cat-cow. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Long through the crown, press through the floor. Try to root your shins down. Try to spread all 10 fingers out. And then round the spine as you push into the mat with the hands, and you push into the mat with your knees, the top of your feet, and the shins. Round your spine, pulling the navel, the belly button, up and towards the ceiling. Don't try to suck it into the spine. Try to push your spine into the ceiling. And then through that, anchored into the ground, turn on your little glute in the back. So that's your little behind. Try to turn that on. And then extend the head through the tail. That's the top end of the butt right back here. So you're going to extend the spine now. In this one, try not to drop and make a taco shape. Come through. Exhale, cat, round, push the spine up, push the floor away. Inhale, cow, extend head to tail like a Cheshire cat grin, not a snowman smile. Exhale, round, push the floor away. Inhale and extend. I always think of the snowman smile, from Frosty the Snowman, the movie. And he's got that big old grin, right? And the bottom of his mouth drops. I don't want the belly to drop right there. Not a taco shape up here in the low back. One more time. Exhale, round. Push the floor away with your shins, your hands, chin to chest. Inhale, long. So from here, we're going to go back through neutral. Put the spine back in neutral, which is just its natural curve. Knees together. And then in that natural curve, again, we're still going to look for the low back not to be dropped. Belly constantly engaged like you've got a tight inner weight belt, inner corset on. Knees close together. Keep the hips from moving. Look around your left shoulder and see if you can see your right foot. Don't let your hips move. Come through, inhale, exhale, look around the other side. Try to see around that right right shoulder if you can see the left foot. And think which one you can see more and what's happening in the pressure in your hands. Try to keep equal pressure in your hands as you tip around one side over to the other. We call these lovingly sideways cats. So you're just making your spine round just like you do up above, but you're making it sideways. One more, both sides. Exhale and flexion like each other. Try to pull your heels together. See how that adds to the tension along the line of the traction from head to tail. One more time around the right side. Keep those hips square. Come back through center. Find all four positions. And hands or forearms, depending on how your wrists feel, set up your first plank. Send one foot back. Hang into those hands. Again, hands or forearms. And then send the other foot back to meet it. Nice and long. Take your chin. I want to round your upper back out a little bit and look underneath your belly wall. And then take the eye gaze. Just put the eye gaze about 3 feet in front of your hands. Feeling the spine kind of elongate there. Exhale, chin to chest in this upper position. Don't let the hip move. Let the upper back round. And then extend to the point that you're just looking forward. You're not dropping into a full extension. You're just lengthening. And then draw one knee down, the other knee down. Shift your hips back. Child's pose. Feel your fingers elongate here. One more time up into all fours. Take a position in all fours again. Knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. Wrist sensitive, go down to your forearms. It'll be the same. It'll just feel like you're nose diving. Take your right foot. Keep your right knee on the ground. Right foot. Cross your right foot over your left and look over your left shoulder. And then bring that right toe out to the other side and look over your right shoulder. Both knees are on the ground. Look at your knees and make sure your knees are on the ground. So many people pick their knees up. Exhale, right toe goes over left shin or calf. And then it goes out to the side on the exhale the other way. This is called wag the tail. Think of it like an actual dog tail. Exhale, look around, look for that toe. Take it around the other side. Exhale, look around. Bring it back through center. Lower that shin down. Left toe, pick the left toe up. Take the left toe around to that right calf. Look over your right shoulder. Left toe out and around to the left side. Heather, can you do me a huge favor? Would you pop up and just make sure that little record button is actually recording? And around to the right. This is when it's helpful. Yay. Good. And then around to the other side. I've got to get the little back camera. That's my next little ad. And then around to the right. Thank you, hon. Appreciate it. And this is when it's helpful to have people in the room taking with me. And then around over to the other side. And then back through center and hold. Once you're in your hold, you're setting your plank up again. This time, forearms. And in your forearm plank, you're in my video. In my forearm plank, I'm going to turn this way. Forearms look like a number 11, not a capital A. So set the forearms up parallel, like two parallel train tracks, and then send one foot and then the other foot. Then from there, take your shoulders and try to drop your shoulders kind of down into their pockets. Feel your legs about fist distance, maybe hip distance apart. That's yours to choose. The wider they are, the bigger the base, the better support. The closer they are, the smaller the base, the harder the support. Okay. Push push the forearms into the mat and feel your upper back kind of elevate. Eyes, go ahead and look about 3 feet in front of your fingertips. And then look under the body again. Exhale. Chin to chest. And then look long. About 3 feet or so in front. Bring the eye gaze right in between the two hands. Take equal pressure between the forearms and the left toe and try to float your right foot off the ground and hold it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right toe goes back down. Again, equal pressure, forearms, right toe. Take a break if you need to. Otherwise, float the left leg. Everything else pushes down. 5, 4, find your breath. 3, 2, toe goes down, knees go down. Walk your hands back. Find that long, extended child's pose. Hands out in front. Come through center. One last time in your all fours position. Knees together. Hands underneath the shoulders. Knees together. This one is called your tadpole. So go ahead and either flat foot or flexed foot. Drop your hips to one side of the mat and take a peek over the opposite shoulder. Try to look all the way around to the other foot. And then allow that hip to just drop over to the other side, all the way around. Now this is where we can take this. You can continue keeping knees down and just shoveling around from one side to the other. Don't know where shoveling came from, but I have said it so many times that it just comes out of my mouth. It's not a word, but it is in my world. Toes down, same idea, but if you want to take a little different ride on this, you just lift the knees up about the height of a golf ball, and then you twist that lower body unit around, giving yourself this disassociated rotation. Draw the knees over to the other side, walk the feet accordingly around so that you can take a peek on the other side. And then from there, if it's available to you, you're going to come around, and if it's available, see if you can pick one arm up. That one arm up is going to alleviate the disassociated rotation. The whole body will start to rotate then. So we take the toe down, knees around, and find first the disassociated, so just the hips. Then bring the arm up, and now you have upper body and lower body together. Back around, hand down, upper body set, lower body derotate. Knees down, toes flat, and hinge back. Child's pose. I agree, Annie. I agree. And then from there, you're going to draw your knees around, have a seat position. Hi, baby. Hi. You guys are going to be so a part of this whole process. Shin, hit, sit, sit. Thank you. That's not a good sit. Hands out, tall through the crown. Roll down the spine, one little vertebrae at a time. As you come down the mat, extend the arms behind and feel the reach. Inhale, exhale, big snow angel arms, circle them out to the sides, and then bring them back up and above. Inhale up. And then big circle. Now this time when you circle, go ahead and draw that big exhale and roll up with the circling arms. Exhale, circle arms, roll up, and then back down through that pelvis, low back, mid back, upper back. Arms go up above, reaching shoulders to ears, arms open. Exhale, circle and roll up. This is where your breath becomes super imperative. Down, tail to low back. Press your feet into the ground as you roll down and extend the arms up and above. Inhale, exhale, big snow angel arms. Exhale, roll up. And then one more time, roll down. Shoulders down, low back, mid back, arms over. Inhale, exhale, big circling and up. Grab a hold underneath the thighs and then allow yourself to really roll down slow. Really work this. Hold on to the legs as an anchor point so you can scoop the belly wall even more on the way down. Beautiful. And then lay all the way down. Open those collarbones up. Feel your all 10 fingers kind of press down. Walk your knees in a way that the knees are pointed up. Natural curve of the spine. So I'm not looking to necessarily take that low back and imprint it. Just a nice natural curve. So maybe a little bit of a space at the low back. Press everything down, open the collarbone, and then push the left leg into the ground and float the right leg up. Once you do that, kind of adjust accordingly, and now you'll feel a little bit more low back connection to the mat. Press into the mat, again with the upper body. Take the leg that's up top and feel like you've taken a rope and pulled it up to the ceiling. Left leg is imprinted on the ground. Inhale, start to open the right leg out, but don't let anything else move as you inhale that right leg around. Then cross the midline, draw that leg all the way through and up, back up to the top, giving a nice stable pelvis to come from. So the hips stay nice and stable. Shoulder blades stay stable. Inhale, open it out to the side. Exhale, bring it all the way up, cross that midline and bring it back up. And again, inhale, open. Feel how that conversation of stable pelvis, that's so important in the golf swing, so important in just life, being able to have a stable pelvis you can work off of. Inhale around. Exhale, bring it around, bring it to the top and hold. Take that right leg. Everything should be on fire right now. Everything is locked and loaded. Right leg now crosses midline, over. Inhale around, out to the side. Inhale, pick it up and back in the middle. Take it over, midline, around, out to the side. Exhale, bring it up. Hands are imprinted onto the mat. Inhale, watch the left knee. He's going to try to open out. Inhale around. Exhale, bring it to the top. One last time. Notice we haven't done many of these, but they're done with such precision, such purpose, such control that you just only need a few to get yourself there. And then bring that knee in. Give me a nice little pause. Both knees to your chest. Take your hands underneath your thighs. Lift one leg up and kick and roll yourself up. Hands out in front, this time legs long. Scoop out to those toes and then scoop your belly wall, rolling down. And once we're down, we're going to draw those hands behind the head, walk the feet to you, draw the hands behind the head, lift the legs up. We're going to actually kind of come past. A lot of times we work in what we call tabletop, which is knees over hips in a 90-degree angle. This time I'm going to take your knees to your chest, try to compress your ball shape. Hands behind the head, chin tilt, look at the belly button, lifting that head just a little bit, and then lift what we call thoracic flexion. So your upper back comes up. Now up and down, small little thoracic flexions, up and down. 10, good. And 9, up and down. Try to put like a pearl in your belly button, and every time you come up, you're refining that pearl, making that pearl even brighter. And 7, exhale, inhale down. And 6, exhale, nose to knees, knees to nose. And 5, elbows wide, armpits open. Check that. Make sure that the armpits are nice and open. 4, fingertips are either connected in the back. You can even interlock the webbing of the fingers, which will make the elbows or the shoulders wider. 2, which is really good for all of that shoulder work we do in that swing. Up and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it all the way back down. Beautiful. Go ahead and send your right leg, both legs long. I know I love you, but you got to move. Send your both legs long. Send arms long up above. Inhale, exhale, around, and draw those arms back down. Right leg is long. You're in my view. I just need you to lay down. I just need you to lay down. Thank you. Right leg stays on the ground. Lift the left leg up, pushing everything else into the ground. Press that right leg, the back of the right leg. Open the collarbone. Feel the weight of the hands and everything in the ground. Take that left leg, cross or open out. Inhale. Nice big circle. Exhale, draw them across the midline. Inhale, bring them up. And then think about the difference between what this feels like than the other. Inhale, open it out. Exhale, cross that midline, bring it all the way up to the top. Turn on that inner corset, inner rib, inner weight belt. Inhale around. Exhale to the top. We're going to work on breath as we work through these series. Inhale in the nose, exhale out of the mouth like you're blowing through a straw. One more time. Inhale around. Lengthen both legs. Open that collarbone. Find that connected spine. Over to the other side. Inhale. Find the control. Exhale all the way to the top. This breath pattern will help. Inhale around. Exhale, even in stressful situations. Inhale. Learning how to control your breath. Exhale to the top helps immensely. Inhale. Also, this kind of breath is actually really good for your immune system. And up. Inhale through the nose. Big exhale out of the mouth like you're blowing through a straw. Last one. Inhale around. Anchor the right leg. Anchor the right leg. Stable pelvis. And exhale to the top. Both knees to the chest. Hands underneath the thighs. 1, 2, 3. Roll up. Come to an all knees kneeling position. Just a quick little side work. So you're going to take hands out like a T. Take your left hand, draw your left hand down, extend your right leg to get there. So left hand is down, right hand is up. You can always come down forearms and always can take this position onto the ground if this is too much in the regards to being up on that arm. Float and press into your left knee. Float your right leg up. This is your half kneeling position. Long through the crown, high to the sky with that hand. Always can put the hand down if you need to or on the hip. Lower the right leg down, lift it up. And I want you to feel like there's an elevator on that leg. Down and up. You've got all the weight on it. I like to say this is when you become the best Marvel character ever, the best superhero, and you're keeping the elevator up, but it gets a little heavy, so you lower it down just a little bit so you can support from the bottom and lift it up. Use the whole body to lift that leg up. And then long through the crown, that bottom rib, engage, lift him up. Take that top leg up and hold him. And then small circles, inhale around, exhale, inhale around, exhale, inhale around, exhale. One more, and then reverse, inhale around, exhale. All the stability of the shoulder at the bottom. Finding length through the crown. Hold it at the very top. I want you to just draw that right toe down. Draw the right hand down, easily bringing the right knee in. Just walk yourself over to the other side. Right hand down, left leg goes out. Lift the left hand. Press into the floor with the right side. Float that left leg up. Find length. Find long through the crown. Watch the chin. He likes to tuck. Keep him really long looking on the horizon. Inhale, lift that leg up. Exhale, lower him down. Everything pushes into the floor. That bottom rib lifts. Inhale up. Exhale down. Try to find length in the spaces. Stability in the joints and in the posture of the upper body. Laying on the side if you need to. You've become the best superhero ever. That leg is your elevator. You got to control it and lift it up. Lift the people up. Lower them down with control. Couple more. Inhale on the up. Exhale on the down. Inhale on the up. Exhale on the down. Bring that leg up. Hold him. Find those small circles. Inhale around, exhale. That stable pelvis you're coming from. Stable pelvis. Ready? That's how we get power, is through stability. Reverse. Go the other way. Inhale around, exhale. Inhale around, exhale. Inhale around, exhale. And hold. Bring that leg down. Bring the left arm down. Turn, face your mat. Knees down, hips back. Nice long child's pose. Come through center. We're finishing in your plank set. So forearms, we're going to work there. Forearms down. Walk those toes back. Find that nice long line of that plank. Pushing the forearms into the mat. Again, we're going to meet with that leg coming up. So push everything down except for your right. Float your right up just a wee bit. Now, if it's available to you, right leg goes up, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot steps down and holds the floor. Stay in your plank, down if you need to. Otherwise, when you're up and ready, here we go. Right, everything pushing down except for the left. Left floats up, up, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toe goes down. Knees go down, walk back. Always an option if a knee plank there if and wherever you need it. Shift the hips back. Give me a nice little pause. Come through center, laying back down on the mat. Working the body and the hip as you need to. Hold on. We're so close. We're so close. Roll down to the mat. Draw the knees to you. Open the arms out to a T. Draw the knees to one side and take an eye gaze over to the other side. The goal here, the hope is that we can work to where we can stack those knees and still work to a really open chest on the opposite side. For now, if that right knee needs to kind of dangle away from the left so that you can get the right shoulder down more, do what you need. Hi, baby. Flip the hands so the palms are down. Use your connection of your feet and your hands. Draw the knees to your chest like a little fulcrum. Use your abdominal wall. Use the control of the breath and tip the knees over to the other side. Right here again, eye gaze goes away from where the knees go and adjust accordingly. And you're going to find one side's got a little bit more wiggle to it than the other. But this disassociated rotation, lower body, upper body. And remember to breathe because rotation and inhale don't like each other. No, they don't, Annie. And then draw those knees to you. Give yourself a nice little pause. And then roll yourself up nice and easy. Legs in front, either crisscrossed or in front. I would prefer one leg in front of the other. Take hands tall through the crown. Hinge forward. That means a flat back. Round if you would prefer. Either one. And a little pressure into the inside of those knees. Hold it here. About 10 more seconds. Well done. Switch up, other side. One foot in front, the other foot behind. Do what you need here. Not everybody has the flexibility of the hip and the ankles and the knees to do this. Hinge forward, hands on the inner thighs, not required. You can put them in front if you need to. That's too much pressure. Flat back forward, hinging. That means the hip is the hinge like a door. And then if it's preferred, rounding or both, you can do either or one or the other. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Find what you need. You have about 10 seconds here, flat back or round, whatever gives you the most available connection of stretch. I know. And then roll up. Beautiful job. Nice job. Week 1, day 1. Week 1, day 1. Working on posture this week. Have a phenomenal day. Enjoy.